Now that is how you end a match with Kuroko right there. And even as well with next week's review, ooh, I gotta tell you guys, I'm really excited and all that. I remember reading that part of the manga and I was like, I'm getting really excited. Well, but enough of that. Let's talk about the actual episode that we got straight here for this one. We could definitely get to see the finalization of Kise versus Haizaki, and this match was a pretty awesome match to see from there. Like, we get to see like a lot of copying going from there, and from what we saw in this match is like they were getting absolutely crushed by Fukuda. Like, it was just like absolutely bad that this team was like really distracting. I think it was like up to the point where it was like 52 to like 78 or something like that in the match score, and it was like they were absolutely crushing them. And it was like Kise was realizing, I'm running out of pool of moves and all that. I need to do something. And he finally had to realize, and he finally had to step it up, because we realized from this match that, one, he's injured. From like one thing that we found out is that he is injured from the last match that they had against Aomine. That strain that he did to go against Aomine using that copy version of him took way much strain. So he's had that pain since, you know, the entirety of season one, and going on from like going through this tournament, the Winter Cup, and still going with these injuries. It's pretty impressive. But they're saying, yeah, he's definitely in an injury. He needs to take, he's overworked. He needs to rest. And he didn't do that. He was trying to be prepared for, you know, Seiren and all the other groups and all that they had to go against. And it was just amazing what he did in this episode, pulling out the perfect copy. He was able to concentration, miracles, moves, and all that. He was there using Midorimas. He was using like all of them like that, using the blocking, using like Aomi's speed and all that. Like, using like the shots, like he was making sure like they were the only things that Haizaki could use, which so, you know, I guess in a way I felt like, oh, he could just copy anything, but oh no, you can't copy the generation of miracles and stuff. And I really did like that in the middle of this episode, it was like Kuroko, we finally heard him like scream, he's like, I believe in you, Kise, like that is like, go in, like, you know, win. And I was like, okay, I kind of respect that from Kuroko. Like Kuroko, we never really see him like scream out his true feelings like that, and I felt like that was one of the times where Kuroko really just showed saying, you know, I believe in my friends. I want to see you in the semifinals. Let's go. And the match was easily, you know, judged at this point. It was actually, yeah, Kaijo won, and Kise is now about to move on to the semifinals. We've got the final four, and we've got Midorima, Kise, Kuroko, Kagami, and my man Akashi as well. We've got Rakuzan, and next week's preview, oh, it's going to be a fucking Rakuzan. I'm like, people get excited. That's all I'm saying. Get fucking excited for the next match. That's all I can say. This was a really good match. So if you take my advice and say that the next one's going to be fucking hyper than this, then we've got some good shit coming along our way. I will admit, at some parts of the episode, I will admit it looked a little bit derpy. That's the only issue I had with this episode. I think there was like only 2 or 3 scenes that it looked like a little bit weird, like some of the characters' faces look a tiny bit off and all that. But in the end of the episode, you know, we kind of felt a little bit for Haizaki slightly, but he's still an asshole. He tried to go out, he stepped on Kise's foot, and not to mention as well, he tried to go after him even after the match ended. It was up to Aomiya. I don't know, it's just that little bit at the end where I felt a little bit bad for Haizaki. It's just like, because he was forced to quit from like Akashi and all that, and it was like, God fucking damn. It's like, he was a dickhead, but it's like, even still, he kind of looked like he was getting like a kind of bit of passion and a little bit of love for it, and he's like, ah, fuck it, I don't give a shit like that. It's like, I don't know, it's just still like, maybe he was hiding his true feelings in a bit, like even when Kuroko tried to confront him all those years ago in Teiko High School and stuff like that. But like, regardless of what, he was an asshole. I'm glad Aomine like beat the shit out of him and all that, like one punched him and he was like, okay, what do I do now? And just like abandoned this corpse there. It's like, okay, see you later, fucker. Like, it was a good episode, really enjoyed it. Like, honestly, the only issue I had was, like, it looked a little bit derpy at one point, which I was a little bit, you know, shit, like, annoyed about, because, you know, production IG always does, you know, such great work. They always do amazing work in Kuroko, and that's, like, the only time I've actually noticed them slip up on any animation like that. I was like, other than that, really good episode. Glad we got the conclusion and all that. Probably felt a little bit fast-paced, but I mean, yeah, if you're a manga read like I was, it probably did feel a little bit fast-paced and all that, but it's like, I kind of was expecting them to go through this in 2 episodes because it was like about 6 chapters, I believe, in the manga. So other than that, I'm happy about that. But let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about the Haizaki versus Kise finale. What did you think of it? But that's all for me. Thank you very much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.